Hey Guelph, Mark MacKinnon here, your Ward 6 councillor, reporting day 2 from the Federation of Canadian Municipalities in Edmonton, the FCM conference, and I'm using my new selfie stick that I picked up on the trade floor, so it got something very useful. So today we ended up having resolutions that FCM wanted to pass, and all the different voting members, and Guelph's a municipality that is a member, and so I cast the vote on behalf of the city, and all of the resolutions that were put forward, they all passed, and I voted in the affirmative for all of them, and that includes the list here is improving the Climate Change International Treaty, getting a new one now that Kyoto is no longer in effect. Number 2 is holding a national inquiry into the missing and murdered Aboriginal women, a federal inquiry on that. Number 3 is improve the federal infrastructure funding and remove rigid P3 requirements that the federal government is looking at bringing in. Number 4, invest additional money into affordable housing, which is a really important Guelph issue, obviously. Number 5 is develop an emergency response plan for maritime oil spill disasters, because there currently isn't one. And number 6 is endorse the call for a federal leadership debate for the upcoming election in the fall on municipal issues. So all of those passed, and I was happy to cast a vote in Guelph's behalf. So today was mainly engaging the different suppliers on the trade floor that we had for the trade show. I ended up meeting even a few people from Guelph, which was kind of nice and surprising, actually. So some of the people that I met, one of them was is about a self-cleaning and accessible washroom that can be placed outside. You remember a few years ago they had the downtown issue, and they brought in the pissoirs on a temporary measure, but we don't really have anything permanent. So this was an interesting measure. It is self-cleaning, and it's quite good. So that's something information I'll be passing on to council. Another one is MPAC. Of course, the government uses it. We use it regularly in Guelph for both assessment and for election rolls. I ended up running into winter road treatment alternatives to salt and sand that the city currently uses. And I even met one of our suppliers that has the carts for solid waste management. So that was kind of nice. So that was some of the main stuff that I accomplished today. I did end up watching Thomas Mulcair's, the federal leader of the NDP. He had a keynote speech today, and like Justin Trudeau's yesterday, watched him today. It was quite good, and he outlined a plan that if the federal government is being formed by the NDP, that they will drastically increase the funding to municipalities for both transit and infrastructure. Anyway, I was really happy to get a chance to meet him, which was great. And finally, the evening ended at the mayor's reception at Edmonton City Hall. I got to check that out. It's really quite an impressive building, I must say. And also the food trucks that they had there at the reception lined up, and this is something I can see maybe Guelph getting in the future. We are looking at food trucks right now, so it was kind of neat to see that in a municipal context at Edmonton. So that's everything for day 2 wrap up. Day 3 is tomorrow. I'm going on I'm going on one field trip on rail across Edmonton, so that should be interesting. Another keynote speech tomorrow, and we'll see what else is up. So thanks for watching, and I'll check in tomorrow. Good night.